we know Oda is a godly man, because on this day of Palm Sunday, he knew that we were ramping up for the return of the gracious one, the godly one. That's right, the first son of the sea, our boy. If I yell any louder, I'll get evicted.
I ready for a miracle, ready as I can be. Do.
That boy, JIMBEI.
Oh my goodness. Like, this entire chapter can just be summed up by a slow but ramping up, and then it gets roaring loud at the very end, just JIMBEI chant. JIMBEI, 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 JIMBEI,
JIMBEI. And that's the episode.
Yeah, that's gonna be the rest of the episode. Just the JIMBEI chant, constant humming in the background.
Does that count as ASMR?
Oh yeah, I'm sure it does.
If I don't export this to mono, and then your voice is in the left and my voice is in the right, isn't that binaural?
Dude.
Hold on. Actually, jokes aside, that's the worst fucking idea ever. I listened to an episode of a podcast that accidentally exported into like different audio channels, and it was really fucking weird. Because you know how like nowadays we don't go through the fucking time of like removing every single time we go yeah. We don't go through that anymore, like little bit by bit, because we're usually talking over each other. But boy howdy, when you got the two different, the left and the right, one host in each, you hear everything loud and clear.
Oh god, that's horrifying.
It is comparable to the title of Neil Cicierga's premiere album, Mouth Sounds.
Mouth Sounds. Legendary, dude.
We didn't even introduce ourselves.
Yeah.
We're Paramecia Fancast, a One Piece fancast where we review the latest chapter of One Piece and have a different One Piece related discussion every single week. My name is Franz.
My name is John. And, dude, this chapter was real fucking good. Chapter 976.
I'm breathless. Like, I'm speechless. This is... I had a terrible night last night, to be honest. I went to sleep at, like, 2:30 and I had to get up at 6:30. Just couldn't sleep. So I decided, fine, fuck it. Y'all over in good old US of A and such time zones, you get One Piece chapters in your Sunday afternoon. But for me, I get it here at 1 a.m. on Monday before work. But you know what?
Bro.
I stayed up. I read that shit. Adri got shocked at me jostling in bed at the sight of the one, the only,
the largest lad.
Let me tell you, like, I'll save it for that discussion, because I feel parallels. There's a lot of parallels.
I have strong feelings.
Very strong feelings. John, do you have strong feelings about this double spread color page?
Yeah, dude. It's real cute. I like it. I like the Tontadas. They're some cute little boys. I particularly like Flapper on Luffy's knee, like holding up the needle and just like, praise the sun, baby. Look at all these shoes, like that. That's just what his face. Oh, they're all so adorable. But yeah, the cover story, it's not gang beige All My Family because we have a color spread, but the color spread itself is a request. And it says the Tontadas helping the Straw Hat crew make shoes by Honey Liquor. So once again, our boy Hong Kong 420 Land not present in the One Piece cover story game, but he will return in Avengers Endgame.
A triumphant return.
Yeah, but no, this color spread is cute. All the Tontadas are making shoes. Luffy's shirt says, "Good shoes take you to good places." I'm like, all right, hell yeah. He has the what I've disgustingly dubbed the 1,000 Yeezys, because he's holding up shoes that are like, one is the Going Merry and the other is the 1,000 Sunny.
I didn't notice one of the. Is one of them really the Going Merry?
Hold on.
Hold on.
It's like behind
Oh shit.
Yeah, you can see the little faces, the going merry face.
That's good. That's a good look.
Yeah. I will say all the shoes everyone's making, okay. This cover story is also great because it puts it into the war of who's better, Sanji or Zoro? All right, Sanji talking to what's his face, the little beetle boy, Kabu, I think, made a competent shoe. Look at that shoe that Sanji made on the right. Gorgeous. Fucking dress shoe. Like I would wear that for I would wear that for like a dress up event. And then we have Zoro, who
it's the visual version of the audio clip. Bum bum ba-dum.
yeah, that's what it is, and it's shoe spelled with like not an SHO or E. Like, I don't know what in the hell he made, like, but he's looking at it like, like
this boy's bad with directions.
I messed up.
But like, I don't think he would be bad at cobbling, you know?
Yeah, like, oh, this is gonna be a fucking flashback. You remember, like, the Lego set directions? Where, like, the little book would have, like, the number and, like, how it's supposed to look at that point? I didn't know anybody could, like, I didn't know you could get lost in that, but I guess Zoro can also get lost in that.
I guess so, because, maybe it's like a 3D relative space kind of thing. If this man played Super Mario Galaxy, he would just die.
He would instantly just fucking die if he played Mario Galaxy.
The moment he realizes that down is not down and like up is relative, he's just gonna it's gonna freak his bean.
Dude, imagine Zoro going into what's it called? Imagine Zoro getting PLU unaligned in Mario 64.
He's capable. That's all I'm gonna say. He's very capable of that.
So yeah, okay. So canonically, Zoro bad at Mario Galaxy, dog shit, horrible, but an actual like lurking legend god in Mario 64 because he can get so lost he can go through the different dimensions or whatever that half-ape press video said.
Alternate universes.
Yeah.
So he can be QPU aligned.
That's what it is. Nine sword style QPU alignment.
God bless this man.
God bless him. Look, he needs all the help. He needs all the love he can get right now. This shoe's not looking too good. Everyone else in the cover story is cute. Nami looking hella cute, holding up the like old Tontada guy, and Princess Moncherry's on her shoulder. And I'm like, oh, that's cute. But that's not why we're here, folks. Look, shoes are cool, I guess, but we're here for Act fucking 3, dude. This chapter, okay, the end of the chapter, yeah, we said it before, Jinbei. That shit was good, but like there's stuff that happens beforehand that I'm like, yo, is really good.
The whole thing's been hype, but the way it starts out is so
great,
campy,
yeah,
to say the least.
I love it. It starts right where 975 left off with Kinemon like realizing like, oh fuck, like that said the harbor, not Tokage port, and all of the other 9 scabbards are like thought bubbles, and Kawamatsu and Raizo are like punching his cheeks, and they're like in everybody's head. Fucking Odie is like, just be honest with us, Kinemon. Kawamatsu, all's well that ends well. We won't be mad if you fess up. Admit it. Admit you thought it was Tokage port. And he's just, stop it. Stop right now.
And just doesn't address it. He continues, perhaps I will die in the battle ahead. I've used up a lifetime of good luck. And everyone's been thinking like, oh, like you're channeling our good luck for having you as our comrade. And it's like, He's so fucked up big, guys.
Oh, Kinemon's a fucking legend, dude. Even Kiku, she's like, they're right, Master Keen. We won't let you die alone. We served Lord Odin together. We might have been born and raised apart, but we die together. They're so fucking good. They're like, I love the scabbards. But oh man, this part's so good. He's like, oh, it's cold comfort coming from a band of stinking men. He's like, raise your katana, Keen. We've won the opening battle. He's like, then I accept this fate. Let us avenge Lord Odin. And he raises his sword, and all of the fucking samurai ships are just like, yeah! Like,
this was so good. It's like, you know, Wano was a whole lot of like, we lost some. We lost a lot.
yeah.
It feels nice to win one. Am I really worried about the battle ahead? Yeah. Like, was Kinemon in the last page saying that he's might die in the battle ahead a red flag? Maybe.
Yeah, they've
But I want the W.
have had fucking like giant death flags over their heads, but I feel you, dude. God damn, do I want the W? Like, I'll take the W's we can get, and this one was a good one. Like, seeing all the samurai ships getting hype and like they're here. The plan worked.
One thing I'll point out, super duper quick, because like I'm transgender. I'm saying that me as in like I'm transgender. I'm gonna be annoying and talk about transgender things. So like Kiku's a woman, and like even Oda like recognizes that and respects that. But Kinemon, I even like went to Japanese to say like, is he referring to all of them, Kiku included, as stinking men? Come on, Kinemon. Like,
Kinemon.
you know, I'm just not even gonna get into it.
Look,
like,
man, Oda himself has like said that she's a woman, so like, I don't know, man. Like,
there was something in the SBS recently about like, Oda referred to her as a woman, but she bathes with the Nine Scabbards.
Yeah,
because she is quote unquote socialable.
Yeah, that and somebody, I think Arthur somebody had said something about it. I think Arthur was posting of it on Twitter. But I guess like in old like samurai times or whatever, like it wasn't uncommon for like the baths to just be mixed, like whatever.
Yeah, they were mixed.
Yeah. So he says like in the wording itself of the answer, like Oda says like, he's like, no, yeah, she's a woman, but they all bathe together, so it doesn't like.
I'll also bring it up in the case of like, John, you and me go back. We go. Oh God,
we go way back.
We go a lot further back than I thought. Now hold on.
I love it. We go. Oh fuck.
I'm really bad when it comes to my sense of time, and like my brain's like 5 years, and then I do the mental math real quick, and I'm like, it's been a hot decade.
Yeah, it's been a hot fucking decade, dude.
But like, so hear me out. What if we'd known each other our whole lives? What if we lived in Japan, and like in Japan, like you go with your friends, probably not as a kid, but you go with your friends to onsens, and like you just get naked around each other, and like it's not like a gay thing or anything. It's just like we're naked. Maybe someone says "haha pee pee," but then you all just chill in a hot bath and whatnot.
Yeah,
and then, but like we've known each other for a piss ass long time, and then I transition. Like, are we gonna stop bathing together because I got boobies now? No. Fuck no. No. So I think there's like a little bit of that too.
Yeah, they're homies to the bitter end, dude. Kiku's the cutest. Even Kinemon refers to Kiku as she. I mean, I'd have to go back. I'm almost positive he does.
I could go back, and it probably it's really such a small thing to nitpick that I'm kind of surprised that we've spent 3 minutes talking about this. The 1 whole minute was me realizing that time does indeed march forward, so I don't feel that bad anymore. The march of time
continues. Look, I'm gonna chalk it up to Ashura Doji was saying some bullshit that really hit deep, And then he was
Yeah.
like talking Ashura Doji like, damn, brother, like, you right.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
because he's
it's
the
also
one that's
cumbersome
like,
to
we're
say,
raised
like,
apart, but we'll die together. And he's like, damn, brother, that is the...
I understand the case of it's cumbersome to be like, oh, you stinking men, and one, maybe two women if we count Shinobu.
Yeah.
Like, it's just cumbersome. So, like, shorthand, like, personally, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. The fact that Oda himself refers to her, like, as female, I don't think this is, like, supposed to be...
It's reparations!
It's reparations. Oh my goodness.
Bon Clay being a badass was reparations in and of itself, but
dude, Bon Clay was fucking sick. I real quick non sequitur. I was playing through the Alabasta arc in Pirate Warriors 4 on our stream the other day with some Discord homies, and it got to a point where we were in Alabasta. I had to fight Bon Clay, and I like wouldn't shut up about how Bon Clay was sick, and how Bon Clay was his own partner in Baroque Works, and how like actually kind of fucking progressive that was at the time, and how Bon Clay taught Sanji Diablo Jinbei. I was like, dude, Bon Clay's the sickest.
Dude, you know what? Fuck this chapter. Next chapter. Bon Clay. Bon Clay. Bon Clay.
Bon Clay. Oh my goodness. But yeah, no, getting back into it. All the beast pirates like, oh, prepare the cannons, like, you know, we're in battleships and they have ferries. And dude, so this whole next part with Kanjuro, God, I want someone to slice Kanjuro in half. He's like, time to report, I've completed my role. There's only one thing to do now. And the beast pirate's like, have you contacted Onigashima? I'm trying, but they're probably so busy with the feast they're not noticing. Oh, fucking dumbasses. But Kawamatsu, fucking fishman boy. We now know his fishman species. He's a tiger pufferfish, which is why he has the little beak. Oda confirmed that in the newest SBS. And yeah, Kanjuro draws. What a fucking dickbag, dude. So like he draws, dude, I'm so pissed. He draws like a bird we can see, and Kawamatsu clashes with him, and he's grabbing Momonosuke in one hand, and then like he blocks Kawamatsu with the other, and he's like, you know, Kawamatsu's like, you will not have Lord Momonosuke, and he's like, oh, but I will, Fishman. Kozuki is finished.
Racist?
Which, yeah, I was about to say, which, by the way, like, you've been calling this guy his name the whole time, and then as soon as you heel turn, like, just fucking slur.
Could you imagine, like, any WWE wrestler heel turning and immediately just being like, hey, you gosh darn slur? And it's like, whoa.
Yeah, the heel turn was that John Cena was actually racist this whole time.
He does represent America. So,
shit.
Holy shit. Wait, hold on, write this down.
Yeah.
We gotta send it to Vince McMahon.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But
yeah,
the bird, Kaka, opens its wings.
Dude, it's the fucking crane from the Kozuki symbol. Like, this piece of shit, dude.
I hate it. Like, fuck you for the irony in this. We didn't need this. Eat shit. I hate you. And
yeah.
as he flies away, he does say, next I will find Hiyori and kill her, now that I know she's alive. John, as we've indicated by the fact that I thought that we've known each other for 5 years instead of 10, I have terrible memory. How does he know Hiyori's alive?
Well, Hiyori told Zoro and Kawamatsu that she was Hiyori, and she told them to let them Kawamatsu let them know that she was alive, but she stipulated, don't tell them where I am, like, you know, because her and Denjiro were trying to keep shit under wraps still, because I think she knew there was a traitor as well.
Right. Okay. I'm on the same page now.
Yeah. But yeah, she told they don't know where she is, which is why he's just kind of like, oh, I know she's alive, but next I'll find and kill Hiyori. So he doesn't know where she is. I mean, we don't know where she is right now either, but some assumptions can be made.
She's cashing in money in the bank.
Oh my god, dude, that's the entire end of this chapter. That's just what that is. But oh, dude, so they're like screaming at him, like, oh, like, I see how smoothly that bird painted you've painted flies, but you've never showed us anything but ugly monstrosities that washed away in the water.
It's so weird because as he's running away with Momonosuke, he's just yelling, "God damn it, you paint so good."
Yeah,
fuck,
yeah.
You paint so good.
Fuck you! You never told us you paint so good.
Oh,
and
man.
Come on. Oh, I did like this. Momonosuke like talk because he's scared of heights. And
reasonably so. We were shown why.
Yeah, I liked that. Like all the way in Punk Hazard, he was like, "Oh, I'm afraid of heights," and the only reason he was able to fly up was when he like basically went unconscious in the dragon form and was like crawling up the clouds. But it's like, oh, why is he afraid of heights? And then we saw recently, we're like, oh, because he got fucking choked out and almost thrown off a building. Cool.
God damn. Luffy looks up and says, "Kanjuro, what's up?" And no one really got them up to speed. Sanji puts two and two together and starts flying up, and out in the distance, Chopper sees Kanjuro's an enemy spy. He's capturing Momonosuke, and like all the Straw Hats are like, "Oh, we're gonna get him." Luffy's like, "Oh, what a jerk." Usopp says, "I'll shoot him out of the sky." And then there's a black cloud, and Kinemon just straight up says, "Sanji, we don't know what the fuck that is. Watch out."
Oh man. And we get finally like, because Kanjuro's epithet was Evening Shower Kanjuro, or like Evening Rain Kanjuro, and everyone was like, what the fuck? Yeah. And it's like, what the fuck was the meaning of that? Well, here it is. He has an ability, Ukiyo Portrait Evening Shower, and it just, this ink cloud that just shoots fucking like ink arrows, and people are getting stabbed and shit. It's crazy. I do like, so Momonosuke is like begging him to stop. And what a shitbag. Momonosuke is like, "Stop this, Kanjuro, like they're all gonna die." And he's like, "Yes, that's right, they're finally going to die." And I like this panel of like Sanji. He was in the air, I'm assuming, like air walking down, like air sprinting down to block Nami from getting hit. I love it.
Nah, dude, the way I picture it, he nosedived, terminal velocity, straight down.
What's it when the plane's it's stalling, when the engine stalls and they fall? that's what he did. He airwalked so high and then just fucking stalled the engine to fall down.
We're going for a retreat pattern.
Yeah. Some Ace Combat shit. But no, he says, "Your father Odin and mother Toki delayed their deaths by 20 years, dangling pointless hope before them. But the general, have all those brave and hardy samurai follow, is just a wailing child without conviction, cowering from heights." What a joke. And this line hit me so fucking hard. Like, I love Momonosuke. It just shows him trembling, and Kanjuro turns around and he says, "I know most of all that I am not Kozuki Odin. I know better than anyone." And it's like, oh, fuck, dude.
Balls, the cojones on this boy.
Momonosuke, dude. Like, I can't wait to see what happens with him. Like, I can't wait to see, like, his shining moment, whatever it's gonna be in Onigashima. Because he's gonna get something that's, like, his moment where he's gonna, like, overcome, all this stuff. But he starts screaming to everyone. He says, "Can you all hear me?" And he's like, "Do not fret about me. That is what the enemy wants you to do. I will find a way to escape on my own. Destroy Kaido and Orochi. Protect Wano." And he's like, you could see his inner thoughts, like, really small, but he's like, I don't know how I can't do it. No one will rescue me this way, but, and, they're all like, "Oh, Lord Momonosuke." And Luffy screams up, and he's like, For That's right, Momo. For such a cowardly, dumb little brat, you're just a kid who's top knot. You're just a kid with a top knot who's all talk. And then all the samurai are like, who's that? Cut him in half. And he's like, find a way to survive. We'll go and rescue you, because we're pals. And Momonosuke's crying and just nodding. And I'm like, oh, man.
Dude, the ugly cry always gets me.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful Oda. Once that's all figured and squared away, the rest of the Straw Hat crew turns around and they're updated saying one of the ships is escaping. They'll all be going the same direction. And Luffy... Was it Luffy? Somebody says, oh, wasn't there another one? We already sank it. Kinemon starts contacting the rest of the samurai saying, are you well? They've been damaged. There's casualties due to the evening rain or whatever the fuck it was. Those ink arrows really did a number on the whole fleet. Shinobu is very apologetic here too, saying that she has failed, but Kinemon is taking this in stride. He says, the important thing is that you're well. They will not take Lord Momonosuke's life. And we get a tiny bit of Denjiro and Raizo catching up. What happened to your face? Plenty. Let's hurry.
Like, it's good to see you.
You can't just dodge the question like that.
Oh my god. I also love turn the page and fucking Law. Hey, this isn't your samurai garrison. And then all the samurai, we appreciate your help. I'm not helping. Get off my ship.
Dude, Law is like... I don't want to call him spineless because he truly isn't. But
no, he's fucking tsundere, dude. That's what he is. If we're being completely honest, that's what he is. That scene where he's on the Straw Hats ships, and then they're like, "Oh, I like." Sanji's like, "What do y'all want to eat?" Chopper's like, "I want cotton candy." And Luffy's like, "I want meat." Everyone, Zoro's like, "Oh, I want some like whatever Japanese noodle dish he said." And then Law's getting like pissed because they're ignoring him, and then he screams out, he's like, "I don't like bread!" And then he's like, realizes what he like just blurted out to them. Dude, Law's the fucking best.
Great guy. Eustace is also here saying, don't let the Straw Hats get the jump on us. Like, he's really gunning for Kaido. But from downtown, we get a cannonball hit one of the random samurai ships, and Usopp points out it came from one of the fleeing ships. A long-distance cannon? They were just measuring the distance from that far away, and we get these long barrel fucking sniper cannon things.
Dude, yeah. These giant fucking long barreled like cannon snipers. Yeah, that's the only way I could describe it. Like warship cannons. And they're like, the weapons of Wano are high and are high precision. And thanks to the weapons factories, we've got a whole array at our disposal. And like I think this is the first time, other than like, because we've seen like swords and shit, but like this is the first time we're seeing like what the weapons factories were like actually creating. And it's like, oh yeah, shit, like no, it wasn't just like bullshit. Like they're creating like these like one cannonball is like ripping through these ships, like they're getting destroyed.
So they're making a railgun, huh?
Yeah, a Japanese railgun.
A gunpowder powered railgun. Makes perfect sense.
But oh man, dude, so good.
Do you remember this man's name? The guy from Cats, the musical, the movie?
I have never seen Cats, nor do I think I ever.
Neither have I.
I
kind of want to.
I kind of want to see the new one just to know, but it's like an eldritch horror. Like I don't know, knowing will kill me.
But what if in death you become something beautiful? Have you ever thought of that, John?
No.
Well, fucking Mr. Mephistopheles or whatever the fuck is the smile fruit bastard says, pull back, more distance. to keep firing at the samurai ships, and they're all pointing out, like, Law says, "Damn it, I thought it was fishy that they ran off so willingly." Luffy's trying to give chase, and Kid is being a rat bastard, saying, "Sink all the samurai ships you want, see if I care." And shit's just raining down. Denjiro mentions, if they manage to maintain the distance, we'll all be sunk. And like, it's the whole time I was like, oh fuck, what's gonna happen? Some guy with the shit on his face. I don't know if he has a name. This battle's already over. We're untouchable back here. And then you get a spear wave.
Ooh, you see the fucking hole put in the ships. The like water Kamehameha wave. He used this back in Impel Down. Oh my goodness, dude. There's a huge hole in the ship. Our long distance cannons. The Straw Hats are like, what the hell is going on? Brook is like, something's happening over there. And I love Robin. I absolutely love Robin. Maybe they're being killed by the vengeful spirit of a baby who died at sea.
Like,
Usopp's like, at this point, that sounds cuddly. What's going on? Like,
so inventive of her. Bless her soul.
I also love, if you zoom in, Robin saying that, and you could see Carrot's reaction to Robin saying that, just like, literally the Pikachu face.
Yes. God, we get a call out from the Straw Hats. Is anyone out there? And we get the figure, rotund in all his greatness. Well met, good people. He puts his hand forward, leans his like torso forward,
begging your pardon. Oh, I love it, dude. This whole next part is like fucking some kabuki play shit. He's giving some monologue. I hail from the Fishman district of Ryukyu Kingdom on the bottom of the sea. I am but a humble newcomer to this group, having imposed upon folks left and right despite receiving a ritual cup. But from the boss of the Straw Hat crew, they call me Jinbei, first son of the sea. And I love it. So Law and Kid obviously know who Jinbei is. He was like, you know, he's a literal legend in the world. Like, he was an original Shichibukai. Like, he's on Fisher Tiger's crew. He's one of the most famous fisherman pirates in history. Like, people know him. I mean, what was it?
We've known about him.
I think it's like chapter 10 or some shit. Or maybe not chapter 10, volume 10. Like, all the way back in, like, Baratier, we got name dropped Jinbei. Yes. Like, literally, Jinbei, first son of the sea.
It was immediately after the encounter with Mihawk.
Yeah. When they're heading towards Nami's island, and then they're like, oh, Arlong is on that island. He was let loose by, the Shichibukai, Jinbei first. That's when we got introduced to the idea of Shichibukai. Like, what they are. And he was like, oh yeah, like the royal Shichibukai Jinbei, first son of the sea. Like, he unleashed Arlong into the East Blue. Like, what a rat bastard. And yes, what a rat bastard indeed. But I love Law and Kid's reaction. Like, at no point did Luffy mention to either of them, oh yeah, by the way, like, Jinbei is gonna appear. Like, he's on, like, at no point in the meetings with Law when they first got to Wano was like, oh yeah, like, don't worry, man, we got reinforcements, like, Jinbei's coming. Like, so all of them are like, are you kidding me? Like, he's joining the Straw Hats?
Dude, wait till they find out that he's basically dating Boa Hancock, except he doesn't know it.
Yeah. That's gonna be a fucking trip, dude, but I love it. Wahaha. Sorry for forcing you to wait like that, but I've come back alive, just as promised, Luffy. I'm glad I made it in time for the battle. And all of them are like, Jinbei! And we get the Oda Box official Straw Hat crew helmsman, Jinbei, first son of the sea. Bounty, 438 million. God damn, that makes him the second highest bounty. That shit gets me hype.
Damn, put Zoro down a peg.
Yeah, Zoro and Sanji. Like, I love you both, but It's Jinbei time. Jinbei, Jinbei, Jinbei.
Jinbei. Dude, I will say, so the whole community, the moment we got to see Jinbei's whole character, everyone just like, you remember that episode of SpongeBob where SpongeBob and Patrick are like being led around by Mr. Krabs? I don't remember what for. Or was it the Flying Dutchman? They have a map in front of them, and they like, their eyes like glue onto the map, and then they just like move their eyes all over the map.
Yes.
That's what the community did to this picture of Jinbei.
What's wrong? What's wrong?
Because everyone figured like he'd come back missing a limb at best, an eye, like something.
Yeah, something. I have no idea what the fuck. Because Oda had said in interview or at SBS that he was like, oh, Jinbei is officially part of the crew, but I don't want to draw him in color spreads because when he appears again, there's going to be something different about him, or like something like different about his physical appearance that I don't want to spoil. I'm like, okay. I'm looking at this and I'm like, is it the coat? Is it
It's gotta be.
It's the coat, right? Like, you could have just drawn us the coat, Oda. I mean, like, I'm over here thinking this man's gonna like lost an arm, or he's gonna appear back with like gray hair because Big Mom stole all his fucking well, no, he was immune to Big Mom stealing his life force, so it had to have been physical disembodiment.
Why was he immune to that?
Because he wasn't afraid of her.
Because he didn't fear her.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Because she tried to do it, and then he put down the cup, and he's like, I'm sorry, but, like, I'm leaving your crew. And she tried to take his spirit, and then, like, nothing happened. And they're like, oh my god, like, he's not afraid at all. And then he's like, yeah, I'm fucking leaving. I'm out of here.
This man coming into the scene from nowhere was... So, like, I don't watch a lot of WWE, because, well, frankly, I'm not Caucasian.
Whoa!
But I do find some interest in like the production and the grandeur of WWE. Yeah. And part of me wishes I like got into it a little bit more. I kind of did like last year. I know some wrestlers, that's about it. But when there's a fight going on in the ring and then the screens in the back flash someone's like title card and then their theme plays,
yeah,
that shit, like, it's a straight injection to your skull of dopamine.
Dude, it's so good. That's what happened with Jinbei in this chapter. I got the spoilers came out. Not the spoilers, the scans came out a bit early, the like shitty scans, and I did my best to not get spoiled, and I technically didn't get spoiled. Like, I did, but it wasn't a hardcore like, hey, like, Jinbei's back and his bounty is this. It was like I saw a video of people like made videos for the chapter like early, and one of them had Jinbei's silhouette, and I was like, okay, I'm not fucking stupid, like I could put two and two together. Thanks for that. But seeing it happen in the chapter was still fucking like, I was like, all right, he's gonna appear somehow. I still had thought, even seeing his silhouette, I was like, oh, maybe we're only going to get, like, a cut back to him in Whole Cake Island. And, like, he's just starting his journey to Wano. Nope. The man is here, and he's ready to party.
Dude, straight out the gate, like, just fucking them up. Like, this whole time, when we were talking for 2 whole acts of this arc about matchups, Onigashima, like, D-Day matchups, what is going to happen? We are puny pea-brained, poo-poo caca-brained. We did not factor him into the equation at all.
Yeah, this changes a lot because he's very strong, and I would like to see him go up against some people.
He specifically is a fruit fucker, for lack of a imaginative term.
That's his official title, Straw Hat Crew Fruit Fucker, Jinbei, First Son of the Sea.
Cause the whole thing about like Fishman Hoppo or the martial arts is that it uses like the water in your body and it does some shit to your fruit, right?
Well, because fruits are weak to water. Like, all fruits are just inherently weak to water. Like, seawater or bathwater. Just water in general you're weak to. And the reason, like, Fishman Karate uses the water in your body to attack you. So your fruit can't, like, you could be a Logia. You could be Smoker and get hit by Fishman Karate and be like, ow, fuck. Like, ow. It's kind of like, I guess, armament hockey. Like, it's another way to force, it can force Logia fruit users, like, into their normal bodies to cause damage. And also just, regular. He did it he did some attack to, Katakuri in Whole Cake, and it didn't do like a lot of damage to Katakuri, but it melted the water in the body, like melted the mochi. I don't know if you remember that.
I kind of do remember that.
He he had wrapped his mochi around Luffy, and he's like, "Oh, I got you! Like I have you captured." And then Jinbei did some Fishman Karate move on the arm, and it like melted the arm off, like the mochi where he had him. And he was like, "Oh,
right.
He's made a mochi."
How did that happen? Yo, yeah.
Took a lot of moch.
This is coming back to me. I'm pretty excited for how that will work on zone fruit users.
Yeah, I mean, Fishman Karate's just the fucking best, actually. If we can be real here for a second.
Swords, whack. Throw that shit in the ocean.
Swords, whack. Geppo, whack. Rogyoku, whack. Or Rokyogan, whack.
Bakugan, whack.
Yeah, Fishman Karate, this is hype as fuck. Dude, yeah. I can't wait to see who he goes up against. I'm hoping he fucks some people up. Like, man, we haven't seen the numbers yet. Just give Jinbei one of the numbers to just fuck up. Just give him one of them, big as fuck, and just have Jinbei just go ham on him.
Shoot him through the goddamn chest.
Yeah. Fuck it. Okay, you see the, like, third to last page, the fucking spear wave going through the ship? Like, excuse me. I want that, but, like, through Kaido's brain. I just fuck him. Just
euthanize him.
Yeah. I had said it to somebody. I just want carnage. I just want pure Marineford level carnage. I want Whitebeard to put his fucking earthquake fruit on somebody's face again and just fucking shake their brain. That's what I want. Like, that's what he did to Akainu, I think. That's what I want for, like, everybody.
Oh, God.
Like, I need Kaido to get a good brain shaken after this. Or at some point.
Oh my God, I just realized Big Mom's there as well. Big Mom is not going to take kindly to the fact that Jinbei just left her fucking crew and then is back in front of her to square up against Kaido, who she's now aligned with. Oh,
yeah. Fuck. Dude, what if Jinbei fights Smoothie?
Free. Because she hasn't done anything, huh?
Hey, she's turned giant and has, like, Getsuga Tensho.
You got me there, yeah.
But she's got the juice fruit, so she can juice anything. But joke's on her. Our man
Water is juice.
Is the fruit fucker. He has Fishman Karate. He could juice bend. He's a water bender. He could just bend the juice to his will.
Straight back at her.
Yeah. Straight back into her fucking gullet, dude. Or her 17-foot tall gullet.
God.
Yo, yeah. I didn't even think of that. Like, Big Mom is here. What the fuck is she gonna say? First off, I think that's perfect because that'll be the moment probably where we see exactly. If he doesn't explain it to the Straw Hats how he escaped, I'm sure the Big Mom moment is gonna be when he's like, "Oh yeah, I escaped this way," and then flashback of like how he fucking managed to escape that, like, lose-lose situation.
Oh, real quick, I wanted to point out, someone on Twitter, oh my God, I couldn't even find it. I was looking for, like, the first 20 minutes of this recording, but someone on Twitter pointed out that the style of introduction that Jinbei is doing here is something referred to as Jingi Okiru. And it literally means like to cut your own moral code. I don't know what that like means in reference to this, but like in some way he is prostrating himself and stating who he is, where he's from, and his accomplishments, and that this is something that is very popular amongst Yakuza delinquents, and there was a third thing on that tweet, but again, I can't fucking find it.
Well, no, that's fucking sick, dude. Dude, fucking Jinbei's our lovable Yakuza dad. Like, Jinbei strikes me as like the lovable Yakuza boss.
Yeah.
He's like, he's the big Yakuza boss, but he's like, he's a good boy. He's Kiryu from Yakuza. He's a Yakuza member by name technically, but he's anything but with the way he acts.
He in joining the Straw Hats, that is Jinbei joining the Straw Hats is as to Kiryu opening up a orphanage in like some Okinawan island.
Yeah, for sure. God, it's this whole chapter's fucking wild, dude. I loved it. I love seeing Jinbei. We're not on break next week, so we're gonna get to see more Jinbei.
And you know what else? We're gonna get to see him finally. The boy, they're back. Bon Clay.
God, dude, I hope Bon Clay appears at some point.
It's the kind of thing where like on the record, I'm joking. But you can't refute that. There's no reason why it can't be Bon Clay. Therefore, it could be Bon Clay. Therefore, it will be Bon Clay.
True. If you really think about it, Bon Clay could be any of these people. The twist is that Luffy was dead since Impel Down and Bon Clay took over. That's what's actually happened.
But what if he comes back? How? I don't know. Shut up.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I think it's possible because he's what? Last time we saw him was the Decks of the New World cover story where they were all reacting to the new bounties. Or no, I think it was when they were reacting to Luffy being the 4th Emperor. I'm pretty sure it was a pretty recent one. And they showed him in Impel Down level 4.5 or whatever it was. And he was like glorious as fuck, Bon Clay. And he was chilling in 0.5 with all the homies. I don't know. I mean, maybe Oda could maybe Oda brought up like, I don't know, I'm torn, because it's like, oh, maybe it doesn't have to be like anything deeper than just, oh, hey, lol, here's 2 fruits that you know of that like past users had. The Kurozumi guys, the old people.
Right.
The clone and the barrier fruit.
The hag.
Yeah, maybe it's something like, oh, haha, lol, like, Oda's just like, hey, here's some fruits that you know of, haha, see what I did? Maybe it could be that, but I would like to think that he wouldn't bring up those 2 specific fruits if there wasn't going to be some sort of parallel to, like, the current timeline. Because, like, we know Bartolomeo's going to get here at some point. Somebody had brought up on Twitter, which I'd never even thought of, but I was like, that makes perfect sense. Like, why the fuck didn't I think about that? When Luffy got one shot by Kaido, like, his Vivre card was probably like his Vivre card probably acted up, you know.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
When he got fucking one shot by Kaido, his Vivre card was probably like, hey homies, like, your boy's dying. And they were probably like, oh.
Luffy got knocked 20 feet with one foul swoop, and everyone's Vivre card jumped out of their pockets 20 feet as well.
Yeah. So, like, I don't have any doubts anymore that, like, the Grand Fleet is going to get here. It's just a matter of when. And, you know, for as much as I clown on him, I hope Bellamy gets here too, because, fuck it, just let Bellamy Let Bellamy rock. I want to see the new flag that he made for everybody.
Yeah, he makes maps now. It's cool. It's cute. It's quaint.
But no, I want to see, like, I mean, for sure Bartolomeo's coming because he's, the Grand Fleet's coming. But like Bon Clay, we saw his fruit. There's got to be some kind of, well, maybe there doesn't have to be. I would really like for there to be a sort of parallel to that moment, but like with Momonosuke, like Bartolomeo and Bon Clay do the same thing to Orochi that Orochi did to Odin. Like, that would be fucking cool. Like,
that'd be really good. That's some just
like
desserts kind
they
of stuff.
betray someone, and then, like, Orochi's like, what's the meaning of this? And then Bon Clay, like, fucking turns out. He's like, wow, what's up? And then Orochi tries to attack him, and then Bartolomeo walks up with the fucking pimp walk with the fingers crossed, blocking, putting Momonosuke in the barrier. And he's like, oh, you dummy. Like, we had you the entire time.
Oh, that would be a big moment for him to come.
That's what I want. That's the kind of shit I want. And then I don't care who does it, but right at that moment, I want someone to fucking brain blast Orochi. And I don't mean Jimmy Neutron. I mean, like I said before, I want Shark Spear through his noggin.
It's gonna happen.
I want blood now.
In the meantime, you can witness John and I's bloodlust on our social media. We are at Paramecia Cast on Twitter, Paramecia Fancast, literally everywhere else. We are on Facebook. You can find our episodes on parameciafancast.libsyn.com. They will go there first and go straight to all your podcatchers, your Apple plays, your Google plays, your Spotify plays, your Stitcher plays, all of those. And from there, we will also upload it to our YouTube channel, Paramecia Fancast. So, if you're at work and, you want to listen real quick and they haven't blocked YouTube from your job, it's a real quick listen. Or you could also check out our secondary channel. That's right. We're not that popular to have a secondary channel, but the YouTube algorithm just works that way. We must have a secondary channel for our alternative stuff, Paramecia TV. So we would appreciate if you guys check that out on YouTube as well. Did I miss anything? Discord. Links in Discord. The shit. You get it.
Yeah, links for the Discord are all over the place. Really, like our Twitter, at ParameciaCast.
Check behind your ear.
It's in our pinned tweet. It's in the description. It is also behind your ear. I have bamboozled you. You have been bamboozled on the street, and now you owe me a quarter in the little bucket. You owe us a tip because we bamboozled you.
Exactly. Give us Discord Nitro bits, whatever that is. I don't know what they are.
I have no idea, but yeah, we're gonna be back next week. Thank God, with chapter 977. I don't know what I would do for a whole week with this hype of Jinbei being on the crew and knowing that I had to survive like 2 weeks until I get to see him again. Not like this. You can't show him to me and then take him away. So I'm glad that Oda knows this.
Would it be if we cut to like either the Reverie or like some other
anywhere
squad, just anywhere else? Dude, we cut back to fucking East Blue. And we look at Chef Zepp. That's it. He's not saying anything. He's just asleep the whole chapter. That's it. And then at the end, he like wakes up from a nightmare and says, "Fuck you, John." That's my crack theory.
That's the crack theory that Jinbei exists to taunt me. Hey, I dig it. Jinbei just fucking... That's what's wrong with him. His eyes are gonna open and they're just gonna be fucking glazed over.
What if Jinbei's not real?
Oh, fuck.